Nicola James is a social worker with Surrey County Council. For the past 5 years, she's worked with disabled young adults and their carers.
Hi, is that Sarah? It's Nicola from the transition team. I just want to speak to somebody about arranging a third-party direct payment, maybe kind of a visit to the family. I think the big thing is that
Have you done a lot?
we're working with people with learning disabilities, with severe learning disabilities, and it is a big, big job for any carer. So we're looking at the difficulties that the carers are having and trying to support them to continue with their caring role.
Putting together a care package for both the service user and the carer is a big part of Nicola's job.
Okay, so today I'm going to visit Caroline, which is Kevin's mum. Kevin's a young autistic gentleman who also has severe learning disabilities. We've just started a new support plan for him, which is part of the new self-directed support, and we're just really going to discuss where we are with that, how things are going with regard to his new personal assistant and other things that we're putting in place.
It's vital for us as a family to have the right package in place for Kev, because if he's not happy when he is out having a short break or having respite, then we just wouldn't enjoy it either. And, you know, like anyone, you want your children to be happy and to be safe and secure. So if it's not the right setup, then it's no use at all.
Kevin's new personal assistant, Devon, is shortly due to make his first visit, so Nicola's dropping by to have a chat with Caroline.
How are you doing?
Okay, thank
Good.
you.
You have a good drive? Oh, yes. Excellent.
So how are you getting on?
No, Kevin's delighted.
And Devon's starting?
He's starting, yes, tomorrow. He's coming at 11 for 4 hours for the first visit. So they're going to go to the cinema, have some lunch, and then come back here and probably play the PlayStation or the Xbox or whatever. So, yeah, Kev's really excited about it.
Part of what we can do, and a lot of the time, is about respite. I think that's the big thing, that if you can just have a break or know that you're going to have a break, even if it's once a month, overnight, it allows you to carry on through some of the difficult times. And how's the respite going? You been to visit?
We went to visit the Hedges at Badgers Wood on Wednesday at tea time, and he seemed to like it. He liked the lady who will be there the next time he goes, which is important for his routine. So we had a tour round, and we've organised a lunchtime visit in half term, so we don't have to take him out of college and change his routine, because he doesn't like that, as you know. And then if that goes well, they are going to book a night in. So that'll be the first night there. So,
Wow, his first night away.
yeah, fingers crossed. So end of February.
With so many new commitments, Kevin was unable to take part in this film. Ensuring he's paired with a young personal assistant who shares similar interests has been a high priority for Nicola.
His mum was taking him to training and to matches, and I'm sure a lot of young people, although they like them supporting them, don't really want their mum turning up with their mum. And that was one of the big things. But also helping him with his independent living skills so that he can move on and can be more independent, hopefully, in a few years, and move on to supported living away from the family home. Gives mum that time to get used to him leaving, that slow process. Because obviously, you know, it's difficult, isn't it, for any mum, but somebody who's disabled as well, even more difficult.
It is very hard letting go, having a young person with disabilities, because they are so vulnerable, and things will happen not on a daily basis, thank goodness, but quite regularly, which really show that vulnerability. But I think for Kevin's sake and for ours, we have to let go, and we have to let him take calculated risks in the same way as we do let Kerry, who's 16, take calculated risks, and try not treat him too differently from how we treat her.
Kevin's care plan gives him a buddy to spend time with. It allows Caroline to spend some quality time with her daughter Kerry.
Having the package in place for Kev allows us to do things that really would be very difficult if we didn't, because there are things I would love to do with Kerry and have wanted to do with her, and haven't had the time, so we go shopping or we go for coffee and cake, and we can sit longer than 10 minutes. Whereas if Kev was with us, once he'd had something to eat, something to drink, we'd be off. And for my husband and myself, if we've had support in the evenings, then we can go and see a show, or he's very keen on music, so we can go to a concert or something like that.
All right. Thank you very much. Thanks. All right. Bye. My biggest challenge, and what I see as the biggest challenge in social work really, is managing your caseload so that everybody gets the time that they deserve, really.
Nicola's involvement with Kevin has been great from many different angles, in that she knew Kev from when he was 16 and kept in contact with the family. So therefore I feel we built up a good relationship, and I definitely trusted her and felt that she knew what his needs were. And I think just knowing that, someone is there at the end of the phone or at the end of an email just to answer any, what is probably quite often silly little questions, was great.